Marlowe speaks. We saw the charts of the red zones earlier and the spreadsheet of the Detroit margins. But the real math isn't on the balance sheet. Let's look at what we're actually protecting. Citizens are cooking from the Midwest to the coast, while Detroit locks its showroom doors to keep out the things we need the most. We lock the gates on $8,000 plugins from across the sea to save the margins of the giants who sell us oil-burning luxury. The mercury hits 100 degrees while the battery bills continue to climb, and we're running out of shade to sell in the middle of our borrowed time. Oh, we're cooking the planet in a custom-made economic cage, drafting the tariffs while the mercury explodes off the page. Roast in our own borders and buy a cheaper cure and keep the ledger clean of imports while the air grows less secure. Yeah, the market must be shielded, let the city centers fry. We'll protect the local industry while we overheat the sky. The delivery drivers are panting, the emergency rooms are full as the jet stream bends and buckles under the carbon's heavy pull. We call it national security to keep the cooling engines out and pay 10 grand extra for the privilege of living through a record drought. We've turned the cooling of the atmosphere into a class war game, where you only get to save the world if you can afford the name. Oh, we're cooking the planet in a custom-made economic cage, drafting the tariffs while the mercury explodes off the page. We'd rather roast in our own borders than buy a cheaper cure and keep the ledger clean of imports while the air grows less secure. Yeah, the market must be shielded, let the city centers fry. We'll protect the local industry while we overheat the sky. We spent 30 years pretending that we can negotiate with the physics of the air. We think if we write the tariff just right, or adjust the subsidy by 2%, the heat will respect our borders and wait for our quarterly reports. But the atmosphere doesn't read the trade agreements. It doesn't care whose flag is on the factory floor. If you make the cure too expensive to import, you have chosen the disease as your default. We're standing in the sun, debating the origin of the battery, while the pavement under our shoes is turning back to oil. So we'll keep the cheap cars locked away to save the national pride, while the elderly in Philadelphia are forced to stay inside. We'll pay the premium for protection, we'll watch the mercury climb, purchasing our own disaster, one interest rate at a time. The future was affordable, but we we declared it a threat. And now we're sweating out the interest on a debt we haven't met. The wind is rising in the east, the streets are glowing red. But there's a different kind of reckoning that needs to be said. Mateo, step into the desk right now to show us where the currents go, to find the pattern in the street and trace the ledger lines below.